Hey there, how's it going? I gotta tell you, the last couple months, the fishing has been horrible around here. And you know what? I know I'm not in that myself. I just heard Nick from 618 Fishing, just in the last video I watched of his, he said the same thing. Like, fishing has been tough. I've heard John Dalton down at Creek Fishing Adventures mention it. Some of the other YouTubers I've talked to, Joe from Random Fishing and Ish. In fact, I went fishing with Ish. And it's just sort of been a consistent story, all from like the Midwest to the east at the very least. And the fishing has been tough this fall. I mean, every once in a while you get a day when the fall bite is on, but for the most part, it hasn't been the normal October, November that a lot of us are used to. You know, I've spent maybe 25, 30 hours on the water in the last month, and I've got pretty much zero fish. You know, I tend to show, trips where I don't catch fish. But honestly, at some point, it just gets to the point of like every trip, you just don't enjoy editing the video. That's part of why over my corporate career, I used to try to get away in like January, February, March, go someplace warm, get out of this winter weather, because it's freezing temperatures. It's snowing this week here in the Pittsburgh area. It won't be long and everything's going to be frozen and sort of looking like this in January or February, right? So this year, I want to go down. I want to do some fishing in Florida. I'm targeting, maybe the beginning of March. And I thought it'd be cool. Maybe we could do like this fishing retreat and I could have you guys come along with me, or at least some of you. Right? It'd just be a fun get together. I mean, unless I manage to break another rod, or maybe I buy another one or two, I'll have 7 BFS setups that I'll take with me down to Florida. We can have fun trying different rods. If enough people want to come, maybe I can get a manufacturer or a supplier to provide some samples that we could try. Who knows? We could do some fun like skill events, and obviously do a lot of fishing. Like every morning, every afternoon, we could go fishing. And then I've sort of been studying what I've done to really start finding a lot more fishing spots since I've quit my corporate job. And we could use some of those tricks and techniques to find the places to fish down there. When we look at Bradenton, Florida, because that's where I'm thinking about doing it. If I zoom in on Bradenton a little bit, between the Braden River, the Manatee River, Manatee Lake, and just all of this water down here, I mean, it looks like an amazing place. Now, why Bradenton? Well, I have some friends I want to go hang out with down there. Maybe we could have some fun with, whoever catches the biggest fish over maybe 3 days. I'm thinking maybe Saturday to Monday. Maybe whoever catches the most species of fish. We could do freshwater, we could do inshore saltwater. I mean, there's just all kinds of different things that can be done there. There should be some, cichlids and maybe other sort of tropical or invasive species that, I'm never going to get a chance to catch if I'm not catching them down in Florida. So I just thought it'd be fun to sort of put together like an event, a retreat. And it doesn't have to be all bait finesse. Obviously, that's what I'm going to be focused on. If you're not a BFS, enthusiast, maybe you're bait finesse curious, I don't know. I'd love to have people join us. There's some costs associated with it, but if you want to join me, I would love to have even up to 20 people. That's probably about the max I could do. I'd love to have 20 people just hang out for 3 days down in Florida in March when it's pretty crappy in most of the rest of the country. Weather should be, it'll feel downright balmy for those of us who live north of the Mason-Dixon line, right? I'm willing to put it together. If we want to do some kind of event, if you want to get together, you want to be in, one or more of my videos possibly, who knows, then come join me. And all you have to do is just shoot me an email. My email address is on there. It's info@anglingaaron.com. If you want to come, let me know. But here's the thing. I'm going to have to get a space to do it. There's going to be some other planning stuff. I can't do it for free. But if you want to join me, 3 days, I'll cover lunches. Let's say $250. If I get 4 people who are willing to pony up and say, yeah, I'm into this enough. I want to try out a bunch of different gear. I want to learn some different techniques. I want to hang out with some different people in Florida at the beginning of March. If I get 4 people that pony up and say, yep, here we go. I'll pay my $250. I'll find a location, hopefully a waterfront location where we can just sort of go from wherever we're talking and hanging out. We can go walk right out and fish or do some casting tests. Who knows? If I get 4 people, I'll find a spot, I'll book it, and we'll make it happen. I'd love to have 20 people. I think it'd be fantastic. Like this could be so fun. And honestly, if this is something that you guys are interested in, I'd love to do this in different parts of the country. It doesn't have to be just getting out of the winter, January, February, March. We could go to Michigan or Wisconsin or Montana in the summer. Who knows? I think it would be fun to do. We can talk about whatever topics people want to talk about. If there's a handful of people that are into YouTube that show up, we can have a session. Maybe we split into a couple of different groups. We can have a session where we talk about YouTube and we come up with strategies and share what works and really just share those kind of things. Basically, we can look at this as a business trip, but around fishing and bait finesse. But it's all going to be about having fun. This isn't one of those things where you got to feel bad about being a boondoggle or something because you're on work. And like I used to do, I used to take a trip and carve out some time to go sightsee or spend time with friends or go fishing. This is just all going to be about fishing. If you want to join me, let's pick a date on the calendar. I'm thinking the first weekend in March. So let's say March 4th through the 6th, Bradenton, Florida area. I mean, there's all kinds of water, but the zip code may change based on where I find the right venue. But March 4th through 6th, 3 days, probably 5 or 6 sort of segments of fishing, all kinds of sort of fun skill challenges. We'll talk about strategies on how to find better places to catch bigger fish, compare gear, try out different things. Who knows? This is just sort of in the early phases, but I think it'd be a heck of a lot of fun. So if you're down, if you want to do that, shoot me an email, info@anglingwithaaron.com, and say, yeah, I want it. $250 sounds like a deal. I'll have some little goodie bags or something. I'm sure I have some people, heck, I can give some of my own stuff away if I have to. But I'm sure I can get some different, deals and put together some stuff. Fun things to try out. Hey, I hope some of you are interested in this because I think it'd be so much fun. I have a blast meeting up with people, even locally, but I just think this would be an amazing experience to look at an area that has thousands of little bodies of water and as a group sort of figure out how to catch some really cool fish and just have a blast. And I think the videos, I think the friendship and the camaraderie that will probably be developed in an event like this, it's just going to be incredible. If you're interested, you want to learn more, you want to ask me some questions about some of the crazy ideas, let me know. But this is really just sort of a half-baked idea. Honestly, at $250, I'm not going to cover the costs unless a lot of people show up. But that's okay. It's just the idea of let's see if we can make this a fun little fishing event. As always, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully, I'll be catching some fish sometime soon. I have a lot of unboxing videos coming. Here's more stuff here. There's probably, I'm getting into winter mode, I think. So there will be a lot of unboxing videos. I have some reviews to do. I know the YLT tank, the Ace Hawk Venom rods coming soon. A lot of different things that I'll be talking about here real soon. And keep my fingers crossed that I'll start catching some more fish. But hey, I would love to hang out with you, catch a bunch of fish in March down in Bradenton, Florida. With that, again, I appreciate everybody's support. Love getting to know everybody, and I'll see you next time.